If you're stuck working from home these days, like I am, you might be wishing that you had a small but powerful laptop to get your work done. One of those might be the new Surface Book 3 from Microsoft. This is Microsoft's arguably most powerful laptop because it has the option for some serious graphics processing from NVIDIA, as well as an Intel Core i7, 32 gigabytes of memory, and up to a 2 terabyte SSD. But the niftiest thing about the Surface Book 3 is that it actually transforms into a standalone tablet. Now, it's not something like the iPad, which requires you to buy a separate keyboard and attach it and detach it frequently. The Surface Book 3 actually comes as a complete package, and its keyboard base is mechanically linked to the display. To detach it, you have to push a button on the keyboard, which prepares it for release, and then as soon as it's ready, you just lift it off, and then you can take this display portion of the Surface Book 3 with you and use it as a tablet. Now, there are a few downsides to using the Surface Book 3 as a tablet. In addition to the fact that you can't type on a keyboard or touch the touchpad, there are also 2 batteries on the Surface Book 3, one of which is located in the keyboard base. Some of those processing components, including the NVIDIA graphics card, are also located in the base, which means you might have a slightly more sluggish computing experience. Another downside to the Surface Book 3 is that it is very expensive. It starts at $1,600, and if you add those configuration options like 32 gigabytes of memory and the NVIDIA graphics card, you can easily get the purchase price close to $3,000. Now, almost all of the ports on the Surface Book 3 are located on the keyboard base. That includes 2 USB Type-A ports, a USB Type-C port, and the Surface Connect port, which lets you connect the AC adapter or attach additional Microsoft accessories like the Surface Dock for additional peripheral connections. There are a few buttons on the display part of the Surface Book 3 that include volume buttons and the power button, as well as, yes, there is a 3.5mm headphone jack for your wired listening pleasure. When you're using the display by itself, the part of the display that connects to the keyboard base actually doubles as a second Surface Connect port, so you can charge the battery of the display by itself when it's not connected. Now, who is the Surface Book 3 really for? In my opinion, it's best for 2 types of people. The first is folks who like to use their devices to create digital art or some other type of multimedia. This means that you're probably using the Surface Book 3 to write or draw on the screen with accessories like a digital pen or even the Microsoft Surface Dial. And then you might have a significant amount of post-production work to do, which requires these powerful components. The other category of person is the busy traveling professional who will frequently use the Surface Book 3 without its keyboard base and just drop this display into a sleeve and carry it around. It's only about 1.5 pounds of weight with the display by itself, which means it's quite portable, far more portable than many other 15-inch laptops. But for everyone else though, the Surface Book 3 is kind of overkill. There are quite a few tablets and conventional laptops out there that handle most, but not all, of the Surface Book 3's strengths, and they're frequently much less expensive. So if you know you primarily want a laptop or you primarily want a tablet, you should check out one of those alternatives instead.